welcome back. Do remember you can find all our top stories on channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. You can also watch us on the go on your mobile device. All you need to do is log on to m.channelstv.com and download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. The Channels TV and the Channels 24 apps will give you access to news and updates. You'll also have access to the Eyewitness feature with which you can share pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu, and don't forget, follow the instructions you see. Orthopedic surgeons have identified the need to apply technology in managing degenerative disease of the spine, but financing this need has become a major challenge. To this end, the Nigerian Orthopedics Association has made a special appeal to the government to prioritize funding for the benefit of Nigerians suffering from this disease. This appeal was made at the group scientific conference held in Asaba, the Delta State capital.
According to the Nigerian Journal of Orthopedics and Trauma, lower back pain is one of the commonest symptoms reported at orthopedic clinics affecting young adults, the middle-aged, and the elderly. Lower back pain patients usually suffer from a degenerative spine, and as they grow older, their back is no longer as flexible as it should be. At its 40th annual general meeting and scientific conference in Asaba, Delta State, the Nigerian Orthopedic Association brainstorms on how best to finance treatment of spinal challenges. An experienced United States-based spine surgeon believes degenerative spine disease should be considered as a public health concern. The Director General, Delta State Insurance Health Scheme, speaks on the Delta State government's efforts at ensuring effective and efficient healthcare delivery.
The first step towards improved healthcare is getting the financing process adequate because there's the issue of finance and there's the issue of the human resource availability. But the human resource availability has an impact on the finance of the various healthcare delivery systems. So the first process is get the financing process adequate. That will attract the human resource capacity required, attract the relevant equipment that will ensure quality of care and health outcomes.
The orthodox practitioners are very few in the country. For example, as an orthopedic surgeon, we are about just 350 in Nigeria, which is far, far below the standard. So if a patient or an accident happens, the ready source of people that will take care of that patient will be the local people. Before you could see a hospital and before you could even get a trained orthopedic surgeon in a center. So it is still going down to the fact that we need enough hands.
Drugs and other modern scientific medical equipment are also on display for all to see. Hopefully, recommendations at this conference should serve as a clarion call to government to demonstrate greater commitment to the management of spinal health challenges, particularly to the aging population.
The acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Mr. Ibrahim Magu, has shared his sentiments on media practitioners, and he says that they have a responsibility to hold the government accountable for its actions.
The media is the only profession that is constitutionally mandated to hold the nation leaders to account. Journalists, as investigators in their own right, are supposed to help in exposing corruption and other societal ills wherever they exist. Unfortunately, this is one area where we are challenged. Media practitioners that are supposed to help fight corruption have unfortunately been sucked into cesspool of malfeasance. Well, it is important for media practitioners to uphold the ethic of their profession. Media owners have a duty of care to pay their employees. The media is too critical to be left at the mercy of the corrupt oligarchs in our midst. to ensure that corruption is reduced to the barest minimum, if not completely eradicated, eliminated. The media must align itself with progressive aspirations of Nigerians.
The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, has asked the media to join the federal government to fight corruption. He said a scenario where the fourth estate of the realm complicate matters by frustrating the efforts of the federal government is not acceptable, as corruption is fighting back and the government cannot achieve success alone. He raised the concern at the 68th General Assembly of the Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria taking place in Abuja, with the theme, the Nigerian media and the war against corruption.
When the media is not fully on board, the fight against corruption becomes tougher. When the media seizes on every setback we suffer prosecuting this war, they give succor to the corrupt. When the media falls for the distraction tactics of those who are mortally afraid of this war, they weaken the battle. How many newspapers, for instance, have written strong editorials in support of this war? How many bond members have donated airtime for jingles against corruption? Many will ask, why must we join the government in this fight? Well, the answer is simple. We are where we are today because of corruption.
And still at the same event, the chairman of the Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria, Mr. John Momo, asked media executives to be more creative as it is no longer business as usual. He asked practitioners to improve their content and embrace technology as times are changing. He also appealed to the federal government to protect the interest of bond members in the digital switchover.
Content is king, far more than a cliche, but a substance and material of quantity and quality. As an expression of creativity, human rights and aspirations, content will remain what our audiences will consume. So we must continue to make it more universal. Technology has provided us with the opportunity to catch up with the rest of the world. What needs to be done and what needs to be of prime importance is the push for and the desire of media creativity that has universal appeal. I call for brave competition amongst media practitioners that will enhance professionalism, develop talent, and build capacity for the broadcast value chain and the media economy. Let's build a critical mass against unprofessional practice. Let's put a sanctioning process in place to deal with discredited professionals. And let us set up a vetting system that fact checks and verify content materials. And in this wise, we're hoping that all too soon we will have the bill that we're sending to the House on the Society of Broadcasters passed by the House and the Senate.
While away from the 68th Bonn Assembly, when News Across Nigeria returns, governors from the South are appealing to the federal government. They're asking for something. We'll find out when we return.